Yo guys, welcome back to another video. Today is a news video. Got 4 exciting stories on the world of Chelsea. There's been a lot of news surrounding Chelsea Football Club for the past week. I've not created a single video in a week, partly down to things outside football and obviously the Euros final. I'm over it now. I'm not over it. I'm really not over it. We lost on penalties. Anyway, as you can see, I'm fully over England losing to Italy in the final of the Euros on penalties. But we're back with a bang. Chelsea news, starting off with Jules Kounde and how there is a path opening up to sign the Frenchman this summer. So Jules Kounde is a 22-year-old French centre-half playing for Sevilla. He's been very good the past 2 seasons in particular. And Spurs, Chelsea and Manchester United are the 3 teams that have been linked and mentioned as suitors for the Sevilla defender next summer. And according to Gianluca Di Marzio on Tuesday, he claimed that Sevilla had agreed a deal for Kounde to join Nuno Espirito Santo's Tottenham Hotspur. And it looked quite likely. It was £30 million plus Davinson Sanchez to Sevilla and then Jules Kounde going to Spurs. But according to Marca via Sports Witness, he turned them down because he wants to play Champions League football. Oh my days, what a joke of a club, Tottenham Hotspur. And he has rejected a move to Spurs, which is pretty funny. There are also reports claiming that he knows he's on the radar of some other top clubs, Chelsea, and would prefer to wait for one of those clubs. Chelsea, Manchester United and Real Madrid would be willing to bet on him this summer. Not too sure what that means, but Sevilla are apparently happy to take around 60 million euros. It's about 50 million pounds, whose contract does run out in 2024. And it all points to Chelsea having a clear shot at landing Kounde, who made 1 appearance at the Euro 2020 for France against Portugal. France did not have a good tournament, did they? But Jules Kounde is a great centre-half. He's 5'11", I think, so it's quite short for a centre-back, but he would, I think, be very suited. He would suit our system well as a right centre-back or in the middle or on the left as well. Is he even left-footed? I have a feeling he's left-footed. No, so he is right-footed and he's actually 5'10", which is even shorter than I thought. But he is a great defender nonetheless, and I think he would suit our system well, and especially if there is now a clear path for Chelsea to take the shot and sign a young defender who would fit well into our team. I think that it's a no-brainer, really, although it would cost quite a bit of money. £50 million, 60 million euros. What do you guys think? Secondly, now this is a bit of a disappointing story because when Fikayo Tomori left Chelsea and joined AC Milan, I thought, oh, that's a shame. That is a big shame. But it's all good because we have Mark Guehi as backup. We can play him as our right centre-back because I thought Fikayo Tomori was the perfect right centre-back. But now he's having a medical at Crystal Palace today. And the deal could be confirmed, probably not today, but tomorrow. Which is a little bit out of nowhere, first of all. 21-year-old is poised to join the Eagles on a long-term deal, a 5-year contract, after they reached an agreement with Chelsea for a permanent transfer. This is not a loan. This is not a drill. I repeat, this is not a drill. Mark Guehi is leaving permanently. He recently returned to Stamford Bridge following a good loan stint at Swansea City, who he actually very nearly helped secure promotion back to the Premier League. He is seen as one of the best central defenders playing outside of England's top flight last term, and I thought that he'd definitely get a chance under Thomas Tuchel. However, having trained with the first team apparently since pre-season recently got underway, Guehi is now poised to seal a move to Palace, subject to him passing a medical. If all goes to plan, Palace could officially unveil Guehi, who celebrated his 21st birthday earlier this week, within the next 48 hours. Now, however, although Guehi's departure in the long run, it could be seen as a mistake by Chelsea to let him go with so much potential in his locker, Football.London understands they did attempt to get him a new contract earlier this year, but he didn't want to commit himself to a new long-term deal and did not want to be sent out on loan once again after returning from Swansea, and would like a permanent residency at a club in the top flight, be playing week in, week out. And fair enough. Same with Tomori, really. Who else is there? Can't think of any at the moment. Tammy Abraham, probably. But it is so frustrating. We have such a good academy, bring through such good players. Fikayo Tomori, Tammy Abraham, Mark Guehi, and then we just sell them. It's so frustrating. It's so frustrating. And I thought that he could be a great defender in Chelsea's back line with maybe Malang Sarr, Ethan Lampardou in the future. But it looks like it is not meant to be. And today, he is having his medical. I've heard that he has passed the medical even. And in the next 48 hours, the deal could be confirmed. I have heard that there is clauses placed in the contract. So a sell-on clause, I also heard a buyback clause in some places, but not in other places. If we have a buyback clause, then that is a lot better than what I was expecting, because we could buy him back in a few years' time if he really does turn into like Maldini, the West London Maldini. Actually, I think he's from Ivory Coast. The Ivorian and Maldini. If he turns into that, we can buy him straight back. But then if we don't, and Palace end up selling him to like Man City or a huge club, we would get part of that money. But we don't really need money. We just need the players. We got the money. We just need the players. So that is frustrating for me. Very frustrating for me. Now, thirdly, was a story that actually came out yesterday, but obviously I didn't make a video on it because I have not been making videos for the last week. Federico Chiesa, the 23-year-old, just lifted the trophy with Italy for being European champions over England. And he was very good in the final, especially. He didn't start the first few games. Domenico Berardi was playing instead of him. But towards the end, I think the quarterfinal, semi-final and final, we did start all those three. And out of nowhere yesterday, the Daily Mail reported that Chelsea submitted an offer in the region of £85 million. What? Out of nowhere, we've just somehow put that bid in. But they rejected it. So this is a bit of old news, so apologies if you already heard it. But I was so baffled when I saw that, because out of nowhere, I may not have been making videos, but I've been in the loop of the Chelsea news. But nothing talking about him, and out of absolutely no. Same with Guehi, nothing, and then just bam, bid offered, rejected though. Bam, medical happening now. It's crazy, or not for Chiesa, for Guehi, but yeah. Weird. Out of nowhere, but it's rejected. He won't be joining. And I think he is currently still a Fiorentina player, because he's on a 2-year loan spell. At the end, Juventus will have an obligation to sign him for £34 million. How does that work? How does that work? It doesn't. Exactly. But lastly, the big story. Chelsea have finally made an offer. The first bid of hopefully many for a certain Erling Haaland. The Norwegian, the 6'4" giant, has been linked to Chelsea a lot this summer, and Borussia Dortmund have now turned down Chelsea's informal player plus cash proposal, according to Sky Germany. Chelsea are understood to have been willing to offer Dortmund either Tammy Abraham or Callum Hudson-Odoi in a part exchange for Haaland plus cash, but the Bundesliga side are determined to hold on to the 20-year-old and have rejected the bid. Now, okay, they've rejected the bid, but this shows that Chelsea mean business. They want Erling Haaland. They want 150 million, but Roman wants that. He's happy to pay that, but obviously not going to go straight in like that, because then they'll be like, oh, if you're so happy to pay 150 million like that, why don't we just add an extra 50 million? Or you can just not have him. So that's how it works. It's not as easy as, please confirm Haaland. That's not how it works, mate. Yeah, it's not how it works. You can't just type in the comment section of something and say, confirm Haaland. It's just, that triggers me so bad. However, I did say Tammy Abraham or Callum Hudson-Odoi would be involved in a deal, but Sky Sports News has been told by somebody close to Hudson Odoi that the winger will not be part of any swap deal involving Haaland, as he is said to have a fantastic relationship with Chelsea head coach Thomas Tuchel and sees his long-term future at the club, even if that means fighting for his place in the first team during the upcoming season. Now, thank God, if we get another product from the academy, Callum Hudson-Odoi, and lose him just to get another big player, then it would be so frustrating. It's so frustrating seeing the grind. These players have gone through years and years of tough work to get in the Chelsea first team, and then they just want to leave. Or just Chelsea want to throw them away. It's frustrating, but hopefully Callum Hudson-Odoi can come back next season. I'd love to see that Callum Hudson-Odoi in that... What season was it? The Maurizio Sarri season, when he broke through. He wasn't playing him at all, sorry. He was playing Ruben off the cheek. Oh my God, those two were brilliant. Glimpses of just class, quality, pure class from both of them. And ever since their injury, they've never really been the same player, but hopefully this is their season to come back, recover properly, and start doing things in the big time for the big boys, the Blues. Anyway, that is all today. Thank you very much for watching. Like the video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe, because I've probably lost quite a few subscribers for not uploading in a week. Tell your friends that I'm back, if you have any, which I sadly don't. But thanks for watching, and goodbye.